especially to you, Sir Billy. I'm Nesel Ramboyan from Group 4, and I'm going to discuss about the sources of coping with stress. Coping means types of coping. What is coping? Coping refers to the strategies used to deal with real or imagined problems to protect yourself against negative emotions. So, coping means ang pagsagubang sa stress. For example, in my situation, I am very stressful at home. What I am going to do is setting up my mind positive against my overthinking. Types of coping. One is problem-focused coping. In problem-focused coping, it targets on controlling or changing the source of stress. It tackles the source in practical manner. Strategies include employing problem-solving techniques, time management, getting references to support. So, ang pag-control sa mga hinungdan sa stress, example, daghan kayo projects o niya, sunod-sunod ang deadline. To control stress is to buhaton diretso ang mga gihatag ng mga projects aron dili matambak. This time i-apply na to ang time management. Second is emotion-focused coping. It involves lowering, if not eliminating, negative emotional responsible embarrassment. It is an option when the source of stress is external and beyond the person's control. Strategies include distraction, talking about the verbalizing your problem prior to meditation. So sometimes makahatag na stresses or emotions came from other people around. Parehas sa ako before na ay mga tanga super judgmental sa akong life, spreading fabricated stories, o dili malikayan na emotionally affected gid. 3 is cognitive coping. Cognitive coping is the involves a conscious intellectual activity of managing stressful situations. You use your mind to combat stress-inducing thoughts. So, cognitive coping means is imong labanan ang stress sa imong harapod nga huna-huna. Like for example, nag-overthink ka kay online imong uyab, wala ka gina-chat. So, atong positive thinking rapod ang makarelieve sa atong
Yun sa ganun, conclusion o reference.
emotion. Ginabati. Strategies for cognitive coping include reframing. Reframing, changing the way you view experiences, events, ideas, concepts, and emotions to find alternatives that are more positive. So, ang reframing, example, kanang i-change gid nimo ang marami bitaw siya gitawag nga motto. Like for example, my life was so boring before, now so much fun with my studies. And second, challenging negative thinking. Questioning the rationality of your negative thoughts. You take control of your thoughts and stop negative thinking. You replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. So, as I've said na, need nato labanan atong negative thinking. I-control nato ang atong thoughts into positive. 3 is positive self-talk, sometimes referred to as positive affirmations. You talk to yourself in a positive manner. This is useful for confidence building. So positive affirmation means you are going to talk yourself that you are being loved and appreciated. Because if you are loved and appreciated by people means you are doing good. So confident kayo ta sa atong kaugalingon. 4 is count to 10. Giving you time to gain control for your emotions. It allows you to rethink the situation and find a better coping strategy. Sometimes, tungod sa halo-halo nga emosyon kay overthinker ta, we need to meditate and rethink the situation nga makareach tag decision nga strategy on how to control our emotion. 5. Cost-benefit analysis. Asking how yourself beneficial your thoughts, emotions, or actions are. It is worth it. So, mao ni siya, di ba, usahay, depressed kaayo ta, It gives benefits to our emotions, thoughts, and actions. Yes, because all of the taught us to be firm and have faith always. It is all worth it. Number 6, smell the rose. A way of telling yourself to relax. It is about taking a conscious effort to appreciate the usually neglected aspects of life. Kana bitang inyo na nato atong kaidulon na I need to relax kay daghan na taghigayon that were neglected og usay nagapabaya nato sa atong kaugalingon. Number 7, keeping perspective. Breaking down your problems into little tasks and knowing which the problems need to be addressed right away as compared to those that do not need much attention. So, kini sa kadaghan sa problema sa ato ilisdan gyud nato unsang pinakauna og kinahanglan nato unahon pagsulbad. Ay naa ang problema nga kay ra nato na apod ang problema nga medyo bugat gyud. And number 8, reducing uncertainty. As the saying goes, lamang ang may alam, gathering as much information as you can about your problem. It helps if you gather positive information rather than negative ones. So, yes, it's true because pag may alam ka, you know the ways how to do. You did not need to gather others information because you know already what you're going to do. And number 9, using imagery visualization. Imagery is a relaxation tool. You find that place in your mind where you feel happy. Remember your pleasurable experiences. This is more effective when combined with breathing experiences. Okay, most of the time, especially when we are alone, we imagine our experiences nga kami bitong happy kaayo ta with breathing exercise. Kana siya pag ma-apply man gud nato, kanang ma-relax gid ta. Malisan ang atong stress. Behavioral coping strategies. These are ways of dealing with stress by taking action to modify behavior. Some behavioral coping strategies include physical exercise. So, kini siyang physical exercise. Ay, balo na to dani nga. Isa gid ni siya sa coping strategies. Like, physical exercise ka nang i-moves gid na to atong body. Muna siyang ginatawag ang physical exercise. And relaxation. Ang relaxation is kana bitong malaag maadto tag mga mga tourist spot. Muna siyang ma-relax ka dito. Next is breathing. So sometimes kana maka-feel tag stress, breathing is usable. Kana mag-inhale, exhale, malisan dayon ang atong stress. Smile and laughter. When smile and laughter, makiguban to sa atong mga friends, mag-jokes ta with them, muna siya, malisan gyapon nga atong stress isa na siya sa coping strategies. Time management. Time management is kanang kahibalo ka mag-manage sa imong time. Hindi na bahin-bahin mo imong time. Wala siya yung tinatawag ng time management. Social support and friends. Social support and friends kanang sometimes pag naa kay problema, need ka of friends nga mag-support nimo or tulingon. And seeking professional help. Kung dili gid kaya naay mga problema na nga dili or mga stress na nga dili nato kaya, so muduol lagi tag mga professional help nga mao ay makatambang nato sa atong mga stress nga ginabati. That's all and thank you.
24 positive coping strategies for stress. Physical and lifestyle strategies. Number 1, abdominal breathing and relaxation. This involves taking deep breaths from your diaphragm, which can help relax and reduce. Number 2, low stress diet. This means limiting consumption of fast foods and fried foods, and they can contribute to stress and negatively impact your overall health. Number 3, regular exercise. Engaging in physical activity on regular basis can help reduce stress, improve mood, and promote overall well-being. Number 4, downtime. It's important to find a balance between work and leisure activities. Taking time for yourself and engaging activities you enjoy can help reduce stress. Number 5, mini breaks. Taking short breaks through the day lasting to 5 to 10 minutes can help you relax and recharge, improving productivity and reducing stress. Number 6, time management. Effectively managing you can time can help reduce by stress by allowing to reprioritize tasks, avoid feeling overwhelmed. Number 7, sleep hygiene. Getting enough quality sleep is crucial for physical and mental well-being. For at 6 hours of sleep, establish a bedtime routine that promotes good sleep hygiene. Number 8, choosing non-toxic environment. So surrounding yourself with a healthy, positive environment, free from smoking and conflicts, can contribute to overall well-being and reduce stress. 9, material security. Evaluating your needs versus want, focusing on the basics can help reduce stress-related financial pressure and material possession. These strategies can help maintain a healthy lifestyle, manage stress, and improve your overall well-being. Second topic is about emotional strategies. Social support and relatedness. So having a strong support system of friends, family, or community can provide emotional support and sense of belonging, which can help reduce stress and improve well-being. Self-nurturing. Self-care of yourself is essential. Remember that you deserve self-care and self-love. Engage in activities will bring you joy. Prioritize your own well-being. Good communication. Effective communication with others can help build healthy relationships and reduce misunderstanding of conflicts, leading to better emotional well-being. Assertiveness. Being able to express your thoughts, feelings, and needs in a respectful and confident manner can help you maintain healthy boundaries and improve your emotional well-being. Recreational activities. Taking time for recreational activities, also known as playtime, can help you relax, have fun, and recharge. Engaging in activities you enjoy can boost your mood and reduce stress. Emotional release. Finding health ways to release emotions such as through journaling, talking, and trusted friends, and engaging creative outlets can help you can process, manage your emotion and effectively. Sense of humor means having sense of humor, being able to see things in perspective can provide a positive outlook and help you can navigate in challenging situations with resilience. Incorporating these emotion strategies into your life can contribute to your overall and well-being and help manage stress more effectively. The third topic is all about cognitive strategies. Constructive thinking. This involves countering negative thoughts with more positive and realistic ones. By challenging negative thinking patterns, you can cultivate a more positive mindset and improve your overall well-being. Distraction means sometimes can helpful to distract yourself from negative thought or preoccupation. Engaging activities that capture your attention and focus, such as hobbies, reading, or spending time with loved ones, can help shift your focus away from negatively. It's all about task-oriented approach. Instead for reacting impulsively to problems or challenge, a task-oriented approach involves taking a step back, analyzing the situation and developing a plan to address the issue. This approach can help you feel more control and better equipped to tackle problems. Acceptance is the ability to acknowledge and cope with setbacks or disappointments. It's about recognizing that not that not everything will go as planned and learning to adapt, find ways to move forward despite challenge. Tolerance for ambiguity. This refers to ability to embrace and navigate uncertainty and instead of seeing things in black and white, having a tolerance for allows you to recognize, appreciate shades or gray various situations which can lead to more flexible thinking and problem solving. This content translates into your daily life. You can cultivate a or positive mindset, effectively cope the challenges, and improve the overall being. For this last of topic about 24/7 coping strategies for stress. Philosophical spiritual strategies. Consistent goals are purpose to work towards is consistent goals are having consistent goals or sense where purpose gives your life direction and meaning. So positive philosophy of life, it means a life involves adopting a mindset that emphasizes optimism, gratitude, and resilience. It's all about its religious, spiritual life, and commitment. So, some individuals' religious and spiritual beliefs and practices play a significant role in their lives. Stress and Filipinos. This topic explores the influence of culture, particularly in the context of stress and coping. Using a comparison between American and Filipino cultural response, it highlights how cultural nonsense shape expressions of sympathy during bereavement, exemplified by an educate from Mary Catherine Thyssen. The discussion emphasized four ways culture impacts stress and copy, including shaping treasures, influencing event appraisal, determining coping strategies, and providing traditional mechanism for dealing with stress. So, absolute, this topic delves into the impact of the culture of stress of coping, specifically comparing American and Filipino. Cultural response, it explores how cultural shape the people express sympathy during times of bereavement, as illustrated by Catherine Bradisem. Discussion highlights is four cases within which culture influence stress and coping, shaping certain individuals face influencing how events are appraised, determining the coping strategies deployed, and providing traditional mechanism for dealing with stress. And fascinating to see how cultural factors play significant role in how individuals navigate and cope with stress.
Good day everyone, especially to you sir. I am Mary Sir Cormina and I'm going to discuss about the Filipino traits and values. Philosopher, professor, and author Emerita Kito proposed to take a second look at the supposed negative Filipino traits and values. Kito wrote that Filipinos are fond of comparing themselves unfavorably with Westerners by using Western standards 1994. Thus, she discussed some Filipino traits within the Oriental cultural context. According to Cato, if the ideal personality and activity is based on Western ideas, such as being a workaholic as a positive trait, then the Filipino stress-free mentality would fare poorly. In contrast to Western culture, Orientals emphasize conformity with nature. K2 1984 as cited in B 1994, page 60 and are not inclined to exaggerate or overreact. So, Emerita Kito is usa ka philosopher, professor, ug author suggested that we need to reevaluate our perception sa negative traits and values sa mga Filipinos. She pointed out that Filipinos often compare themselves unfavorably to Westerners using the Western standards. According to Emerita Quito, there is a contrast between the Western of Oriental culture when it comes to ideal personality and activity. Like example, sa Western culture, if workaholic ka, panhidaw traits is often seen as positive and desirable. Pero Cato argues that the Filipino stress-free mentality emphasizes a more relaxed and balanced approach to life, which may not align well with this Western idea. Moreover, if the basis for achievement by Western culture is to amass earthly wealth, then Filipinos will again be ranked low, because we look at some other considerations aside from material wealth when pursuing our goals. As pointed out by Quito, seeking goals is not wrong in any culture. The difference between culture lies in what people consider important, as well as the manner of pursuing these goals. Western culture thrives on individuality, and any threat to one's independence is a source of stress. Hence, it must be removed. Filipinos, on the other hand, thrive on maintaining harmonious relationships. Any disruption to this harmony is a stressor, hence it must be avoided. So this statement highlights some cultural differences between Western culture and Filipino culture when it comes to basis for achievement and important place on certain values. In Western culture, it is often there is often a strong emphasis on individuality and personal achievement. For example, individuals may strive to excel in their own careers, while sa Filipino culture, it places a greater emphasis on maintaining harmonious relationships and collective well-being. For example, Filipinos may prioritize family, relationships, community involvement, and helping others in need. So to understand her perspective, she discussed Filipino traits and values within the context of Western and Oriental concepts. The table below shows some Filipino traits and how they are evaluated based on Western and Oriental cultures as discussed by Cato, 1984. So number one is hiya. Um, so kanina siya is ang Western concept or also as Western culture is mostly located ni siya sa Europe and North America, while ang Oriental concept is sa East Asia, Southeast Asia, and other regions in eastern part of the world. Ano silang kalainan sa duha. So, number one is hiya. Why it is negative in Western concept? It stops one from taking action. It makes the person weak, timid, and meek. So, it is negative because it can stop one from taking action, as the fear of embarrassment or shame mahimong makababag sa mga individuals pag-express sa ilang kaugalingon or pagpadayon sa pag-pursue sa ilahang goals. Makapahimo pud kini sa isa ka tawo nga mahimong weak, timid, ug meek, as it can limit assertiveness and personal growth. Why it is positive in Oriental concept? It contributes to peace of mind. Not trying to achieve makes for a less hurried and stressful life. So HIA contributes to peace of mind by promoting social harmony and paglikay sa mga actions na maka-cause of shame or embarrassment. Ang dili pagpaningkamot nga makabuot ang isa ka butang makahimong less stress sa atong life, as individuals prioritize maintaining harmonious relationships and paglikay sa mga unnecessary na mga conflicts. For example, ani is ako. Na ako'y gusto iingon or kailangan sa isa ka tao pero kay maulaw man ko, dili na lang nako ipadayon ang akong tulo, which is negative ni siya sa Western concepts because it stops me from taking action. And positive pud ni siya sa Oriental concepts it because nakakontribute po ni siya sa peace of mind. Number 2 is nangascoring. Why it is negative in Western concepts. It makes a person an underachiever because he or she cannot persevere in seeing things. Examples like projects, tasks, or goals to its fruition. So it can make a person an underachiever as they may lack the perseverance to see projects, tasks, or goals through fruition. And why it is positive in Oriental concept because this trait makes for a peaceful and tranquil life because one is unruffled should things go wrong. Being detached allows the person to move on to some other activities without feeling like an absolute failure. Kini nga kinaiya makahimo sa usa ka peaceful and tranquil life tungod kay ang usa dili masamok kung adunay mga butang nga dili maayo. Being detached allows individuals na magpadayon sa ubang activities without feeling like absolute failures. Number 3, pakikisama. Why it is negative in Western concept. Filipinos are said to turn a blind eye to the wrongdoing of others for the sake of personal relationships like family, friendship, or co-worker. So, ang mga Pilipino daw is giingon nga ga-turn blind eye sa sayop nga bunhatan sa uban alang sa personal nga relasyon na mahimong makita nga pag-compromise sa moral nga mga principles. Why it is positive in Oriental concept. In the Filipino context, pakikisama means keeping a polite distance from other people's lives with whom we share the same space with to maintain peace and harmony. So, in the Filipino context, ang pakikisama daw is nagpasagot sa pagpabilin nga matinahuron sa ubang tao aron mapadayon ang peace o harmony sa matag usa. Number 4, patigasan. Why it is negative in Western concepts. It is because it is about being stubborn and resisting reconciliation. One stands his or her ground in issues and wait for the other party to take the first step. So it can be seen as stubbornness and resistance to reconciliation na mahimong makababag sa pagsulbad sa conflict resolution and personal growth. Why it is positive in Oriental concept. A trait that makes us stand for what is right and refuse to be intimidated or forced to submission. Kini usa ka kinaiya nga naghimo sa mga individuals na mo-stand sa ilang right and refuse to be intimidated or forced into submission. So, number 5, bahala na. Why it is negative in Western concept. It leaves everything to chance with the help of a divine power. So, leaving everything to chance may be perceived as lack of personal responsibility and proactivity. Why it is positive in Oriental concept. Putting faith on a higher being develops humility and gratefulness. The idea that he or she is not alone in the struggle strengthens the Filipino side. So, putting faith in a higher being develops humility and gratefulness. Diba, if naay magpa-quiz or exam, gainan mo kita nga, acknowledge na lang mo. Which is very common kini sa ato, diba? Like, for example, mas pass mag-pass ta og assignment and then dili ta sure sa ato answer ato. So, gainon ta nga, bahala na, basta makapass lang. And, kani siya nga idea is, ang idea nga ang usa wala mag-insara sa pag-struggle, nagpa-strengthen sa Philippine psyche which provides comfort in challenging situations. Number 6. Kasi, why it is negative in Western concepts? Disowns responsibility, puts blame on others, like people, things, and circumstances. So, responsibilidad pinaagi sa pagbaso sa uban like sa mga tao, butang, or circumstances. It may lead to a lack of personal accountability and hinder personal growth. Why it is positive in Oriental concept? Does not become overly stressed for failing. Failure is not personal because there are other factors, not just me. Well, not stress out because of guilt, feelings, or self-recrimination. Um, Kasi allows individuals to not become overly stressed or burdened by failure as they recognize that there are other factors at play. It promotes a mindset that failure is not solely personal and helps individuals avoid excessive guilt or self-recrimination. Number 7, saving face. Why it is negative in Western concepts? This is closely related to fear, and it encourages shirking from responsibility. So, saving face can be seen as encouraging individuals to avoid taking responsibility for their actions and shirking from accountability. Why it is positive in Oriental concept? It promotes mental therapy because it allows the person to keep his or her dignity. It promotes mental therapy by allowing individuals to improve and self-respect in challenging situations. Like for example, na kay gusto i-confront nga isa ka person or isa ka tao, but it chose to wala nimo siya giistorya in public and mas gipili nimo nga private para ma-keep niya iyahang dignity and also maka-avoid sa mga tsismis sa ibang tao, which is number 8, sakop. Why it is negative in Western concept? Never learns to be independent, relies on family, relatives, prevents personal growth, encourages partisanship. Um, it is negative because it can prevent individuals nga makatuon usaon pagka-independent and mas mag-rely sila sa ilang family and relative which is makababaw sa personal growth sa isa ka tao. Positive and Oriental concepts is because it promotes unity, especially in the family, provides a sense of belongingness and security. So Sako promotes unity and especially sa imong family, which can provide a sense of belongingness and security. It also emphasizes the importance of strong family ties and support systems. Number 9, bukas manyanya habit. Why it is negative in Western concept? It promotes laziness, will not act when a problem is still small, thinking that it will go away by itself. Bukas na can be seen as promoting laziness as and a lack of proactive actions when faced with problems or challenges. Positive in Oriental concepts is because Filipinos knows Filipino know how to keep things in stride rather than being stressed or tense. One learns to go with the flow and take what comes naturally. So, ang mga Filipinos daw is kabalo sa ang paginahinay, mga butang kaysa mahimong sobra ka stress or tensionado. And it promotes a mindset of going with the flow and accepting what comes naturally, allowing individuals to adapt to situations. Number 10 is kanya-kanya, seen as selfish with no regard for the world's well-being. Um, so number 10 is kanya-kanya, seen as self. Number 10 is kanya-kanya. Why it is negative in Western concept. Seen as selfish with no regard for the world's well-being. Kanya-kanya may be seen as selfish with no regard for the well-being of others or the world. Why it is positive in Oriental concept. This trait is still in a collective context. Kanya-kanya means I take care of my own, like those that are important to me, and you take care of yours. Family is central to Filipino psyche, thus the family is always given first priority before the self and everyone else. So ang kanya-kanya is still rooted in a collective context where individuals prioritize taking care of their own, such as family before themselves and others. It emphasizes the importance of family and the strong sense of familial responsibility in Filipino culture. And lastly is utang na loob. Why it is negative in Western concept. It makes the person overlook moral principles because he or she is beholden to those who gave him or her a favor. So, ang utang na loob daw can lead individuals to overlook moral principles due to a sense of indebtedness to those who have done them a favor. And um, why it is positive in Oriental concepts because this trait personifies the Filipino saying, ang hindi marunong lumingon sa pinanggalingan ay hindi makakarating sa kanyang patutunguhan. The role of social class, race, and gender in social stress. Social class. Those who are in the lower social class have higher mental and emotional stress than those who are affluent. There are three common factors, and these are inadequate financial resources, greater use of ineffective coping strategies, and less access to social support. So, ang epekto sa social class sa mental ug emotional stress usa ka significant nga topic to explore. Number one is inadequate financial resources. So, ang mga individuals sa ubos nga social classes kasagara gaatubang sa financial challenges o limited nga pag-access sa resources. Kini mahimong maka-increase sa stress samtang nag-struggle sila sa pag-meet sa ilang basic needs sama sa pagkaon, balay, sa ilang health, o education. Financial insecurity and kanunay nga pagkabalaka bahin sa pag-meet sa end sa mga kinahanglanon mahimong makadaot sa atong mental o emotional well-being. For example, naay usa ka tawo gikan sa lower social class, mahimong makasinati og stress and anxiety tungod sa walay pangbayad sa gikinahanglan like sa medical treatment or maka-provide alang sa mga panginahanglan sa iyang pamilya. So number two is greater use of ineffective coping strategies. Ang mga individuals sa ubos nga social classes may have limited sa pag-access sa healthy coping mechanism and resources to manage stress effectively. Mahimong moresulta kini sa pag-adapt sa dili kaayo effective nga mga strategies sa pag-cope. Sama siya, dili maayo nga mga relasyon o pag-apil sa risky nga mga kinaiya. For example is tungod sa limitado nga mga resources ug support, ang usa ka tawo nga gikan sa lower social class um, may result sa dili maayo nga mga mechanisms like sa sobra nga pag-inom o paggamit sa droga aron kadyot nga makalingkawas sa mga problema. So number three is less access to social support. So ang social support adunay importante nga papel sa pag-manage sa stress ug pag-promote sa mental well-being. Bisan pa ang mga individuals sa lower social classes, kasagaran adunay limitado nga pag-access sa mga supportive networks such as sa suod nga mga higala, pamilya, or community resources. Kini nga kakulangan sa social support mahimong makakontribute sa feelings nga pag-inusara o makapasamot sa stress levels. For example, ang usa ka tawo gikan sa lower social class may face challenges sa pagpangita og mga supportive network o mga resources nga maadtuan panahon sa stress o krisis, which is makapasamot pa sa ilang problema. It's important to note that these factors are not absolute or exclusive to individuals in lower social classes, as people from all social classes may experience stress. However, the combination of inadequate financial resources, limited coping strategies, and reduced access to social support can create additional challenges for individuals in lower social classes, leading to higher levels of mental and emotional stress. Race. Research shows that responses to stress vary and the person's ethnicity is relevant to his or her stress response. Ronald Kessler and Harold Neighbors, 1986, found out that even when social class is controlled, race continues to be an important predictor of distress. Their study showed that African American women still feel more stress compared with European American females of the same social class. However, African American women also have more access to social support than European American females. This may help explain the pattern that even though African Americans often experience higher levels of stress than white American females, they have lower levels of mental disorder. So gipakita sa research nga ang mga individuals from different racial backgrounds may have varying responses to stress. Even when social class is taken into account, race can still be a significant predictor of distress. For example, studies have found that African American women may experience higher levels of stress compared sa European American women of the same social class. However, it's important to note that African American women also tend to have more access to social support than European American women. This access to social support may help explain the pattern where despite experiencing higher levels of stress, African American women may have lower levels of mental disorders compared to their European American counterparts. So this suggests that social support networks play a crucial role in buffering the negative effects of stress on mental health. The presence of strong social connections and support systems can help individuals better cope with stressors and reduce the likelihood of developing mental health issues. Gender. Women were found to have higher rates of psychological distress and depression compared to men. According to Rosenfeld, 1999, this evidence is across cultures over time in different age groups, in rural as well as urban areas, and in treated as well as untreated populations. So studies consistently show that ang mga babae daw have higher rates of psychological distress and depression compared sa mga lalaki. This pattern holds true across different cultures, age groups, rural and urban areas, and treated and untreated population. There are several factors contribute to the higher disparity in psychological distress between sa babae and lalaki. So number one is caregiver. Women are often more likely to be delegated to the caregiver role, which can involve taking care of children, aging parents, or other family members. The added responsibilities and emotional involvement in the lives of others can contribute to higher levels of stress. Number two is emotional involvement. Women are generally more inclined to be emotionally involved in the lives of the people around them. This emotional investment can make them more susceptible to stress related to the well-being and relationships of others. Number three, expression of anger. Women may be more likely to interject rather than openly express anger. Introjection refers to the process of internalizing the expectations and projections of others, taking them on as one's own. This internalization of anger can contribute to increased psychological distress. Number four, power differences. Ongoing power differences between women and men in society can also contribute to higher levels of stress among women. Gender inequality and societal expectations can create additional stressors and challenges for women. It's important to recognize and address these factors to promote gender equality, create supportive environments, and provide resources for women to manage stress and improve their mental well-being.
Taking care of self, the need for self-care and compassion. Stress is a natural occurrence. It is a state of mental or emotional strain or tension resulting from adverse or very demanding circumstances. Stress brings about physical and psychological effects that could hinder you from reaching your full potential. For me, taking care of ourselves and practicing self-care is important. Self-care means making time for activity and practices that promote our physical, mental, and emotional well-being. It is about nurturing ourselves and showing compassion to our own needs, whether it's taking a bath, going for a walk in nature, or simply relaxing with a good book. Self-care helps us recharge and maintain balance in our lives. Remember, you deserve love and care too. Malo hierarchy of needs. Why do we feel stressed? Psychologist Abraham Maslow represented a motivative theory outlining human needs, illustrated in a hierarchical manner. The hierarchy of needs is in the form of pyramid, starting with the most basic and most important needs at the bottom and moving up to achieve self-fulfillment. And there is the pyramid, self-actualization, self-fulfillment needs, self-actualization, achieving one's full potential, including creative activities. Second, STEM needs, prestige, and feeling of accomplishment. Psychological needs, belongingness and love needs, intimate relationship, friends. Then, ang basic needs is safety needs, security safety, psychological needs, food, water, warm rest. Susunod. Deficiency virus group. Malo called the four bottom levels: psychological safety, belongingness, and love esteem as deficiency needs because a person does not feel anything if these needs are met, but she becomes anxious if these needs are not met. On the other hand, the fifth level, self-actualization, according to Malu, was a growth need because it's able the person to reach his or her full potential as a human being.
Motivated by unsatisfied need. Maslow theory holds that human beings are motivated by unsatisfied needs. Those lower needs take precedence over higher needs, and they must be satisfied first. If a need is unmet, the person feels agitated, and this motivates him or her to act and find ways to satisfy the need. When a need is mostly satisfied, is it no longer a source of motivation, and the person moves on the text higher needs. Maslow further stated that a person could only move up to the higher level of need once the lower level is securely met, and only then will a person be motivated to work on self actualization. Act- actually Actualization. Maslow's concept provides a glimpse on underlying causes of difficult behavior, as well as emotional and mental problems. This table illustrates how a person may react when needs are unsatisfied. Maslow physiological physiological needs a need that must be met every day. If not satisfied, feel sick, irritated, uncomfortable. If pathological, we can eat, drink too much, or age and hoarding behaviors will cause death. Safety needs can affect our perception. Paranoia can lead to neurosis. Insecurity, if biological, can develop behaviors such as agoraphobia. Esteem needs to forms lower from needs such as respect from others for status, fame, glory, recognition, attention, reputation, appreciation, dignity, even dominance, higher from involves self-respect and clouding such feeling confines competence as achievement, mastery, independence, and freedom. Low, low self-esteem, inferiority complex, if pathological, can lead to depression. Belonging, love needs become increasingly susceptible to loneliness and social anxieties. If pathological, can lead to antisocial behaviors. Self self actualization actualization needs can cause feelings of lack of meaning in life. If pathological metapologies such as boredom, cynicism, hallucination, feeling isolated, detached, lack of sympathy, estrangement.
Good day everyone, especially to you sir. My name is Rizani Pikihano. I have discussed self-care, what is it and why is it important. As described by Maslow hierarchy of needs, satisfying the various levels of need is very important to a person's overall health and well-being. Part of your overall well-being and health care in to take care of yourself. This caring for the self, however, is more than being clean. Hygiene and living clean lifestyle. Self-care described by the University of Kentucky entails taking deliberate act of looking after your mental, emotional, and physical health. Self-care example. Self-care encourage you to maintain a relationship, especially sa to kaugalingon. Then, dapat iwas sa stress. Then, tapos, sa tong mga problema, dili kita magpaka-stress.
What self-care is not. Every time you are stressed, you say, I had a rug this, so I'm going for a drink to unwind. Self-care. Every time you like something, this is really not in my budget, but I should not deprive myself because you know, self-care, or I am so hungry, but I'm on a diet, so I won't eat. Taking care of my weight is self-care. These notes of self-care are oversimplified. Proper self-care is thinking a very active and powerful choice to engage in activities that will result in acquiring or maintaining optimal health that cover the physical, physiological, emotional, social, spiritual components. Self-care is vital of the manage of daily stressors and challenges as well as overall health and wellness. Self-care is neither overindulging nor unnecessarily depri- depriving yourself. The keyword to self-care is balance. Being good to yourself will enhance the likelihood of living to your fullest potential.
Compassion, neutral, or learn. Human beings are actually word for compassion rather than self-interest according to scientific research. What is compassion? Compassion framed as an emotion is the felt response to preserving suffering that involves an authentic desire to ease distress, gets Anto? It is a kind and caring emotional response to perceived suffering that acknowledge the shared human experience of imperfection and that involves an authentic desire to help. Compassion is often confused with that of empathy and altruism. Altruism Compassion does involve empathy and altruistic behavior. However, empathy, as defined by researchers, is the visceral pwede to siya mamakat. Visceral or emotional experience of another person feeling in reading a sense. It is an automatic memory of another emotion like feeling sad with reading and shoulders goodbye letter to his family even thought and shoulder has his family are known to you. Altruism on the other hand is the unselfish regard to our devotion to the welfare or of other. Merriam-Webster. It is commonly defined in two ways: the belief in our practice of disinterested and selfless concern for the well-being of others, and behavior of an animal that benefits another at its own expense. Dutcher Keltner of the University of California, Berkeley coined the term compassion instinct to point out the growing evidence that the core both animals and human beings have a automatic response to ensure the survival not only of our but or of others. Compassion, surprising benefits for physical and pathological health research suggests that compassion we have ensured our survival because of its tremendous benefits for both physical and mental health and overall well-being. It suggested that connecting with others in a meaningful way helps us enjoy better mental and physical health and speed our recovery from disease and even lengthen our life span. The possible reason for such benefits in pathological pas unsa na siya pag dito? Pathological, psychological, psychological, di ko palit kita na ba yun? Psychological well-being is the fact that the act of giving result in a pleasurable feeling as evidenced by a brain imaging study. The parts of the brain that are active when a person experiences pleasure, such as eating favorite dessert or receiving money, were found to be equally active when the person is doing acts of kindness, such as giving food a homeless person or donating to a charity. Example for taking ano to? Example of physical and mental health here. Taking the time to do things that help you live well and improve both yourself. Kinahanglan magahinta sa ato ang kaugalingon o sa magahinta pagbuhat sa ato ang mga sa atong kaugalingon nga dapat ma-health nato ganin matabangan nato kaugalingon nga naay health o mga butang makatabang nga mabuhi og maayo nga ma-improve gani nato sa atong kaugalingon o labi na sa mga kuan sa pag-stress gyapon para gyapon na sila sa self-care